One player got a car just to be like Batman,
We call it the Batmobile.
while another has a car collection to impress a Kardashian. Here are the most expensive cars of American football players, and you don't even want to miss what Patrick Mahomes drives. But first, here's a player who put more worth in what his cars mean to him than their price tag. Obviously, Marshawn Lynch made a lot of money in his playing days before he retired in 2019.
No, I'm done. I enjoyed my time playing.
With a net worth reportedly over $35 million, surely he bought some pricey cars, right? Well, unless you consider a multi-millionaire owning a $35,000 Jeep expensive, then no. Seriously, Marshawn, what were you spending the Skittles endorsement money on?
Cat videos or dog videos online?
Well, he did get it customized with leather seats, green highlights on the paint job, and his own logo with Beast Mode written across the front. But the most valuable thing about his ride was that it belonged to Marshawn Lynch because after he retired, he auctioned it on eBay for $90 grand. Then, he used this money to support underprivileged youth in the Bay Area. Marshawn Lynch is as humble and as kind as they come, because his next two rides make him look like he works an average job and not as one of the NFL's biggest stars. Lynch was still riding in his '86 Civic well into his career, and when he made a switch, it was just to be eco-friendly with his new Prius. Marshawn's cousin, Mr. FAB, whose rapper even called him a cheap-ass hoe. If my cousin was making millions every year, catching and chasing ball but driving a 20-year-old car, I'd be mad too. Marshawn must have been roasted terribly at family dinner, because there was nothing cheap about the next ride he got. A $400,000 2014 Lamborghini Aventador. Its white body and black rims look like something straight out of a Need for Speed video game. This dude even brings out velvet ropes when he parks his car. Why is the dude acting like he doesn't have insurance or something? Anyway, Marshawn really made his cousin eat his words about him being cheap. But this next player spends so much on cars, I'm sure he doesn't even know what a budget is. Odell Beckham Jr. can get so flashy. He's been spotted at fashion shows and parties with other celebrities.
Odell Beckham Jr. here at the Tom Ford Show.
And sometimes it's easy to forget he plays in the NFL. He could have a big game on a weekday, and he'd get to clubbing the day right after. Since he gets seen around a lot, OBJ makes sure that he's seen with clean, classy whips. One of the first cars he got was a 2014 Mercedes CLS 63 AMG, which costs over $100,000. But he wasn't content with the original look and wanted his to be special. So he hit up DreamWorks Motorsports to give it a matte gray exterior with red rims. If you think this looks like a car that belongs in a rap video, wait till you see what he has in the trunk. Dude, that's one badass stereo system fitted with supreme branding. However, for his next Mercedes-Benz, a GTS, he was okay with its pearl white color and a price of around $130,000. If you're impressed, you better brace yourself, because we haven't even gone halfway through Odell's fleet of cars. The former Giants receiver has 3 double R's parked at home. A Phantom drophead coupe, a 2017 Wraith, and a custom orange Cullinan with a bonnet piece of himself.
That was the sick Jim Brown jersey you wore on the game.
To remind him of his time in Cleveland. And how much did he spend to get these 3 Rolls Royces? A whopping $1.3 million. But we're still not done talking about all his cars, because that discussion won't be complete without his Italian marvels. And he's got Lambos to suit his needs. If he needs space to roll with his crew, he's got his $222,000 white Urus, decked out with lighting and blue rims. But if he needs to move fast, he whips out his Huracan Spider, priced at $268,000. I'm sure when he's driving that beast, All bystanders see is a blurry streak of green, but his most prized car must be his Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. I mean, with the curves and edges on this machine, the feminine name makes sense. This $320,000 car is the fourth fastest model produced by the Italian automaker. Its 6.3-liter V12 engine produces over 500 pounds of torque, giving it a top speed of over 210 miles per hour. I'm sure all he had to do to rizz up Kendall Jenner was show up to her crib in his Ferrari. But while Odell might have some cars to impress the baddies with, this next player's obsession with cars is more of a personal interest. If you think Patrick Mahomes' bullet touchdown passes are fast, wait till you see the car he rides in. Mahomes has an all-white Rolls-Royce Cullinan, fully customized with a 26-inch white rims. With this customization, this Rolls-Royce is worth over $500,000. I'm sure he only drives it for special occasions. But if he's ever running late for any special occasions, he can still get there on time with his $425,000 Ferrari 812 Superfast. You know a car's got speed when it has Superfast in its name. Its 6.5-liter, 789 horsepower V12 allows it to go from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 2.9 seconds. And with a top speed of over 200 miles per hour, Mahomes really doesn't have an excuse to ever show up late for practice. But if his Ferrari 812 ever finds itself in the garage, he could just phone his wife to pick him up in her Ferrari F8 Tributo. He got her for her birthday. Damn, I'm sure Patrick remembered his wife's birthday late and got her the one thing he felt he could never go wrong with: a foreign supercar. But sports cars aren't ideal when you're a family of four, so this quarterback also got himself a hatchback. Not one of those Toyotas or Ford minivans, but a Lamborghini Urus worth $250,000. This makes his garage worth over $1.5 million. But to Mahomes, that's like $2.50, considering he signed a $450 million contract back in 2020. Hey, I guess when you're one of the highest paid NFL players, moving fast on the road is the least of your worries. Speaking of fast things, if there's somebody who's all about speed, it's Tyreek Hill.
Kiss him goodbye!
There's a reason why this NFL speed merchant is nicknamed the Cheetah, and it's not because he has spotted skin or a tail. I mean, just look at him go! Everything about this wide receiver says speed, and his cars are no exception. The 2019 Super Bowl winner has a 2021 Corvette Stingray C8. And boy, is this thing fast as hell! This beast of a machine has an 8-speed, dual-clutch transmission that can reach speeds of almost 200 miles per hour, thanks to its 6.2-liter V8 engine. But Tyreek realized that sometimes when you move too fast, you miss the beautiful things about life. That's why he comped a G63, and damn, is this a beauty or what? But do you know what's better than one G-Wagon? Another G-Wagon, but in a completely different color. This dude is out here living like a just song, hopping out of a black Benz and jumping into a white one. But this next player loves the color of his ride so much, he gave it a nickname to match it. When Justin Jefferson entered the league, he was nothing short of extraordinary. He set the record for most receiving yards by a rookie. He bagged the Sporting News Rookie of the Year and became a Pro Bowler all in his first year of the league. He made sure that he was worth every single penny of his 4-year, $13 million contract. And now he has the leverage to demand higher pay when it's time to put pen to paper again. I guess playing like he got superpowers makes you super rich. Speaking of, Justin Jefferson does share a lot of similarities with a certain superhero. I mean, he's rich, his city loves him, and he's got mad reflexes and agility just like the Caped Crusader. But if that's not enough to convince you that Justin Jefferson isn't a real-life Batman, look no further than the whip he rides. With no other color than black on the vehicle, there was only one name he could give this set of two wheels.
We call it the Batmobile.
Damn, those are some sets of wheels that would have Bruce Wayne jealous. Jefferson copped his AMG as soon as he signed his rookie contract, and he's had his eyes set on copping it for a while now.
And this is one of my favorite cars that I always wanted to get.
How much did it cost?
$150,000. I like cars. I like fancy cars.
Well, even if that sounds like a lot to Jefferson, it was more than worth it. He's still in the early years of his career, so this will definitely not be the last car he buys. Heck, when his contract starts to get bigger, his wheel will get a lot meaner. But even if he gets a fancier car, his Batmobile will always be special to him, because it was his first supercar. And there you have it, the most expensive cars that NFL players ride. Let us know in the comments section who had the sickest set of wheels and whose ride is an absolute hooper. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.